Buckeye warm-up show. I'm John Gordon along with C.J. Ryle from Madison Square Garden in the Big Apple, New York, where tonight in the finals of the 27th annual ECAC Holiday Classic, it's the Ohio State Buckeyes against the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. Both teams 5-3 on the year. Both teams victorious last night, as Ohio State upset the number one ranked team in the nation, the Duke Blue Devils, 90-84 in overtime. Rutgers came from behind and beat St. John 72-61 to advance to the final game. Should be a good one here tonight. BJ is standing by with the starting lineups and more pregame information on our Buckeye warm-up show. It'll come to you right after this 60 seconds time out. Let's first of all take a look at the Rutgers basketball team and set them for you. Tonight, Adele Anderson will be starting at 6'7". He is a senior and averaging 12.5 points per ball game. Starting at a guard will be Kelvin Troy, who is a 6'5" sophomore, is averaging 7.2 points per basketball game. And then starting at the center position is 6'9" Jim Bailey, and he's out of Boston, Massachusetts. 6'9" at 230 pounds, averaging 17 points a game. Darryl Strickland will start, and Darryl is 6'6" at 185 from Jersey City, averaging 12.7 per game. And the other guard position will be filled by senior 6'2" Tom Brown. Brown averaging 5.1 points per basketball game. The Ohio State Buckeyes tonight will be starting a different lineup than we had started in the 5 previous basketball games. It'll be the same 5 that was on the floor for the biggest part of last night's second half comeback against the Duke Blue Devils. And by that we mean that Carter Scott has earned a starting position on the Ohio State basketball team for tonight's game as he replaces senior Mike Klein in the starting lineup. Carter will be starting at a forward, actually, 6'2", and Carter comes into the game tonight after his 19-point effort last night with an 8.1 average per game. Starting at the other forward position will be Big Jim Smith. Big Jim is 6'8", 218 pounds, a sophomore from Cleveland East Tech, averaging 9.5 points coming into this championship game of the ECAC basketball classic. At the center will be Herb Williams. And Herb's efforts last night were as written this morning in the New York Times. They said that Herb Williams ate Kaminsky alive in the second half. He certainly had a superb final 20 minutes action from center Herb Williams. Herb is averaging 19.8 coming into the game tonight. He's 6'10", and of course the sophomore from Columbus. At the guard will be Kelvin Ransey. Kelvin, the junior from Toledo, averaging 21.5 points per game. And Todd Finn of Columbus. Todd, a sophomore, averaging 6.4 per contest. Bailey against Jim Smith, taps it through to the hands of Brown. And Rutgers over the first back of the hoop. Anderson on the left, the jump from 20. Up the good. Anderson, it's the first basket of the game, and it's a 2-0 Rutgers lead. 13 seconds gone. Here's Carter Scott on the right side against the Rutgers zone, and we'll see mostly a zone here tonight. To Penn on the left, double team, back to Scott, to Ransey. Low for Hart, turn around, jumping gun. To tie as Williams hits. Here comes Rutgers back the other way. This will be Brown to the front court. Right side, he'll give up now to Strickland. He tried to get it low. It's picked away by Ransey. A big move by Kelvin up it is. Oh, what a play. It's a 4-2 Buckeyes lead. Brown against Penn, front courting, right sideline. We'll get the matchups in just a moment. Low for Bailey, turnaround against Penn. It's up and good. Well, both ball clubs scoring almost at will at the beginning of the game. Just over a minute gone, and it's the 4-2 count. Excuse me, 4-4 and a tie. Carter Scott. Ransey out on top, 18-footer, yep. Buckeyes are 3 for 3 in the early going. Ransey with 4, Williams with 2. Brown in the back court, Penn is on him. And it gets to the front court on the left sideline. Leaves it on the wing for Troy. Troy into the corner to Anderson for a jump that's up and short. No good. The rebound to Jim Smith. Excuse me, that was Bailey shooting, not Anderson. Carter Scott on the left. His shot is up and missed. And the rebound picked away by Troy. He'll get it up court in a hurry now to Brown. Brown gets it low to Bailey with a foul on Jim Smith. Herb Williams, excuse me. His first, team won Ohio State. And it'll be a common foul. Rutgers will get the ball out of bounds. Bringing the ball inbounds will be Strickland. Underneath the Rutgers basket on the right, he gets it out to Brown. On the right wing, Brown now with an over dribble off of the left. Anderson faking left, driving right, 10-footer, no. Rebound, Carter Scott loses it. Strickland missed, but it's tapped in. And I believe the tap will go to Anderson. Anderson gets the tap and the bucket, and it's a 6-6 tie. Anderson's second basket of the game. Carter Scott right side, out to Ransey. Ransey against the 3-2 zone, brings it off on the left to Penn. Low left baseline, Jim Smith, turnaround, jump up and good. And Smith with his first basket, he had 10 last night. Buckeyes lead at 8-6, 17:26 to go. This is Brown with a drive underneath to Troy. The shot up, but it does not count on a travel violation called against Kelvin Troy. Playing a 2-3-3-2 zone. Ransey on the right, the Buckeyes for a 4-point lead. Smith trying to get a hold of Williams, banged away and picked off by Troy. He'll bring it back outside to Brown. Brown to Strickland for a drive in the lane. The shot is up and blocked. Goaltending on Herb Williams. And the hook counts for Gerald Strickland. Tied at 8. 17 minutes to go, first half of play. Just underway from Madison Square Garden. Happy to have you with us here on WBNS and the Sports Ohio Network. Herb gets it low to Jim Smith. Turnaround shot is up and in. Let's see if it counts. Foul on the play. Basket count. And the line for one will be Jim Smith. And free throw good. Brown front courting on the right. To Bailey, high posting, driving on the left. Whistle, foul, Herb Williams. And they'll give it to Strickland. Strickland on a high post to Bailey at the free throw line. 16-footer, yep. Bailey from 16 on a switch, and it's a 10-11 game. Buckeyes with the lead in the ball. Ransey right side, out to Penn against the 3-2 zone. Off to Carter Scott. Scott now to Penn on the right. Low for Herb, he's got it, baseline, turn around, jump. No, tap Jim Smith missed. Rebound, battled for, who's got it? Rutgers, and lost. Rutgers, but last touched out of bounds by Ohio State Jim Smith. Inbounding will be Strickland. He'll get it to Brown, he's the quarterback with a left-handed dribble, he's to the front court against Pat Penn to the left side, snapping in the wing. Leaving it off for Bailey for a drive, and a shot! A 4-point lead, 15-11. Buckeyes had led 11-8 on a Jim Smith 3-point play. Klein is in now for Ohio State, and he replaces Pat Penn. Scott on the left, driving to the baseline, jumping from 12. It's up and good. Scott had 19 last night, tying his varsity career high. And he gets his first 2 points of the night. It's a 2-point game. This is Brown, front courting for Rutgers. Off to Strickland, high to Bailey, turnaround, jump, no. Rebound, Herb Williams. Williams with the outlet pass, he didn't make it. Now dribbles the ball to the front court. He gets it on the left wing to Carter. Jump from 12. No. And the rebound. Jim Smith. He lays it up and missed it. Scott rebounds on the left. Puts it up again. No good. And a jump ball is going to be called. Well, Jim Smith went for the dunk on the right side, and he couldn't get it in. Got a rebound to miss Jim Smith's shot, and he's tied up in a jump ball. It looks like it's going to be James Bailey. So Bailey 6'9" against Carter Scott 6'3", and the top control to Rutgers, Tom Moore. They'll front court, right sideline. They lead by 2, 15-11. Trying to get it low to James Bailey, and Jim Smith fouls on the play. James Bailey and Herb Williams is on Abdel Anderson. Outside, Strickland. Off to Anderson in the right wing. Back out to Moore, who controls the loose pass. Left-handed dribble, looks low, nobody free. Gets it in the lane now to Troy. Turnaround jump on the right, no. Rebound, Herb Williams, took away from Anderson. Pucks off and running, trailing by 2. Herb on the right, stopping, shooting and scoring. Herb Williams did it all. Rebounded, dribbled the ball the length of the floor and put up a 12-footer to tie it again. 15, 15, 14, 18 remaining. First half of play. Moore against Ransey, spinning outside. On the left, low for Anderson. Turn around again, Herb up and in. Anderson to the hoop, and he gets the basket. That'll be his third of the game. He's got 6 points. Butler, Rutgers by 2, 17-15. This is Carter Scott declined to Anderson to Ransey in the lane, and Ransey puts it up and in. 6 in the game for Ransey, and the Buckeyes tie it up at 17 apiece. Rutgers back the other way. The Knights in a tie game at the moment. Bailey driving against Ellinghausen. Offensive foul, James Bailey. Well, Ellinghausen had position on Bailey, and he went right to the hoop with the ball when he got it. Ran into Jimmy and picked up the offensive foul. This is Scott to the right side, down the wing. Out to Ransey against the zone. Rutgers will stay in that zone almost the entire game. Decline to Ransey at the free throw line on the right side. Ransey now back to the basket. Hook passes on the right to Carter Scott. Low for Herb. Turnaround jump miss. Rebound in the lane. Carter Scott, he puts it up, but he's fouled on the play. And it's going to be called against Tommy Moore. His first, team third. Carter Scott to the line. Scott last year against Stetson in the early goings of his freshman season scored 19. 13-20 remaining. First half of play. Up and in. Brings it to the right sideline. Stops in the wing to Strickland for a jump from 18. Good. Strickland from 18 on the right side, and now it's a tie at 19. Buckeyes back the other way. Scott on the left decline. Looking low, nobody free. On the wing to Ransey. Against the 3-2 zone, back out on top to Scott. To Ransey on the left, the jump from 20. No. And the rebound tucked away by Ellinghausen into the hands of Herb. He banks it home. Williams on the left, banks home the miss top by Ellinghausen, and he got it in. Buckeyes by 2 at 21-19. 12:42 remaining. Moore on the left to Anderson. Against Herb to drive. The shot from 17. It does not go. There's a whistle and a foul underneath on Mike Klein. In the Garden. Inbounding Rutgers in the common foul. Ohio State 15. Klein first. Strickland in the right wing. Takes the dribble out on top to Moore. Out on the left now to Troy. Back to Moore for a bomb from 22. Does not go. Rebound Anderson on the left. He puts it up and it's missed. In the lane, Klein with a rebound. The Buckeyes get it back and try to add to their lead. Mike to the front court right side. The senior from Millersburg into the right corner to Carter Scott. Out to Ransey. Back to Scott in the wing, and Carter will bring the dribble to the middle of the floor. On the left to Klein. He holds against the zone. Dribbles once and brings it to Scott, who drives the right side. Low for Herb. Scott is up and blocked, and a foul called on James Bailey. His second, and that brings Tommy Young up off the floor for Rutgers. And a warning from one of the referees saying, Mr. Young, get back to that bench or you'll catch a seat. Daniel is the first Rutgers sub, and here's Herb missing a pair. Rebound, Klein, loose on the deck, picked up by Moore. And he'll front court it. This is Brown to Strickland, driving on the right. The shot is up, no good. Rebound, Rutgers has got it way up and in by Troy. Troy, his first basket. Herb missed both free throws. And the Buckeyes now are tied with Rutgers at 21. Carter Scott on the right to Klein, driving to the right corner, the jump from 18. Short, no good, and the rebound. Troy for Rutgers. And here are the goal at ninth for the lead. Tied at 21 with 11:23 to go. First half of play. This is Brown leaving it for Strickland. Roll for McDaniel. Turnaround jump. No good. Tap no good. And Herb Williams to the rebound. Double teamed. He gets rid of it on an outlet pass to Ransey. Quickly to the front court. Into the corner to Scott. Cross on the left to Klein for the drive of the shot. Low. He missed it. Rebound to Rutgers. Picked up by Scott. And Klein, and then a foul underneath. And it's going to be called against Darryl Strickland. Strickland's first, team 5 for Rutgers. Ellinghausen misses the first of the pair. Jimmy again, it's up and in. Buckeyes by 1. Rutgers, Clark is into the game, replacing Brown. Low, this is a hook that's up and in by McDaniel with a foul in the play. Ellinghausen draws the foul. And the shot by McDaniel is good, his first basket. Rutgers takes the lead, 23-22, and a chance to add to it with McDaniel at the free throw line. Free throw up and good by McDaniel. 3-point play, Rutgers by 2. Looking for Ransey outside, he found him. Kelvin passed his man, 15-footer, no. Rebound tapped away, Herb Williams to Jim Smith. 14-footer by Jim, no good, and the rebound in by Rutgers score. Outlet to Clark, 2-on-1 break. Clark leaves it off for Strickland, 5-footer up and good. Now Strickland was 6th in the game. Rutgers with a 4-point lead, 26-22. Ransey left sideline, off on the right now to Carter Scott. Driving on the wing, low for Jim Smith. Almost went out of bounds. Ransey, baseline jump on the left, no good. And the rebound to Rutgers Strickland. Ahead to Clark. He gets it to Anderson. He lays it up and missed it. Rebound in the lane. Scoring up and good. And a foul. Carter Scott draws the foul. Second of the game, Rutgers with their biggest lead, 28-22, and they could take it to 7. At the line will be Kelvin Troy. State. Here's Troy, free throw up and good. The other way, trailing by 7, 29-22. Penn left corner with the dribble, leaving it outside for Ransey, nearly stolen away, but Kelvin controls. Back to Penn, low for Herb, off his chest and out of bounds. Buckeyes turn it over. Ohio State not playing well at the moment. Rutgers against Pat Penn. Swings it to the right side, stumps in the wing and gives to Anderson. Anderson looking low, nobody free. Still holding, brings it back out to Clark. Clark now gets it underneath to McDaniel. Driving against Jim Smith, passing back outside to Clark. Back to Medlinger, now to Clark on the right sideline. Clark directing traffic with a right-handed dribble. Gets it low to McDaniel, turn around to Anderson. The jump is up and no good. Here's by McDaniel. Oh, what a play by McDaniel. Dumps it home and it's 31-22. Rutgers by 9. And the Buckeyes beat a basket badly. Tony Hall, cross court on the left to Penn. Looking low, nobody free. Back out to Ransey. Looking out, he gets it to Herb. Turn around, jump. Yep. Williams, he's got 4 baskets of 8 in the game. And the Buckeyes come up a long drive spell with a hook. 31-24. When McDaniel stuffed the ball on the rebound, there was some type of injury that he suffered on that. I don't know if he... Trailing by 7. Here's Ransey to the right side. Out to Tony Hall on top. Hall looks left, dribbles down the leg. To the baseline, jumps it up from 12. Yep, Tony Hall. He gets the hoop, and the Buckeyes now are down by 5 at 31-26. This is Clark with 10 on him. Spinning outside to the right wing to Strickland. Low, banged away by Todd Penn and intercepted by Herb Williams. The pass is intended for McDaniel. Penn in the right corner to Ransey. Hasn't dribbled it yet, now puts it on the floor. Spins outside, takes the jump and brings it off to Todd Penn. Penn in the middle now with a right-handed dribble. Takes it to the right wing to Tony Hall. Looking low outside to Ransey. The drive by Kelvin, 15-footer. Yep, it's good. Ransey's got 8 in the game with 4 field goals, and the Buckeyes are within 3. at 31-28, 7.5 remaining. Here comes Rutgers, back the other way now with a 3-point lead. Clark leaving it for Bailey on the left for the drive, spinning it up, it is. Good play by Bailey. And Jim Smith beaten by a step, and he takes it right to the hole for the basket. Scott is in, Ransey's out. Clark and Troy out front of that zone. Bailey and McDaniel underneath. 10 to the right corner. Looking low for Williams. Stolen away by Clark. He has it stolen back by Tony Hall. Hall for a drive and a shot. It's out. It's no good, but it's tipped in by Herb Williams. Herb with 10 in the game, and the Buckeyes are within 3, 33-30. 6:55 remaining, first half of play. Clark low for Bailey. Alley-oop, and Bailey beat Herb Williams. Oh, what a dunk by Bailey. Rutgers by 5, 35-30. 6:39 remaining. Here's Pat Penn, right side, now to the middle. Off to the left of the dribble, leaving it for Carter Scott. Scott driving to the left sideline, has it stolen away, but banged out of bounds by Strickland, and we're going to have a timeout here at the Garden. So, 6:28 remain, first half of play. Timeout on the floor. Rutgers 35, Ohio State 30. On basket. Earlier in the year, the Rutgers Scarlet Knights were ranked in the top 20. Herb with a turnaround jump. It's up. It's long. No good. Rebound. Tony Hall. He puts it up and in. Hall with 4 points in the game. And the Buckeyes are down by 3 at 35-32. Herb missed, but Hall stuck it back in. Here's Brown back into the game to Madlinger. Off of the left for Bailey. Trying to get it low. He threw it away. It's out of bounds. And the Buckeyes get it back. Bailey's pass intended low for McDaniel. The backboard and then banged out of bounds. So the Buckeyes get it back. The pass was intended for Troy. Ohio State down by 3, trying to cut into the lead. Penn faking left, driving right, takes it all the way, whistle on a foul, and it's going to be on Pat Penn, a charging call. It'll be ball control. Rutgers will get the ball out of bounds. Carter Scott and Kelvin Ransey. Brown, right sideline. Rutgers attacking, leading by 3 to Bailey. Turnaround jump, in and out. No good. Rebound, Carter Scott, left side. Outlet to Kelvin Ransey. Front courting, right sideline. Back out to Carter Scott. Now to Ransey in the right wing. Ransey, whistle, and a foul. It's going to be called against Brown. Rutgers draws their 16th foul. Tony Hall, his play is back on the right. Out to Kelvin Ransey. Ransey driving against Darius Griffin, who's into the game now. The drive by Ransey, the shot. Foul on Griffin, and Ransey will go to the line. For Griffin, it's his first foul of the game. Ransey shooting a pair, the first is missed. What a pace. Kelvin misses again. So the Buckeyes leading free throw shooter. 83% misses a pair, and it's still a 3-point Rutgers lead. The Scarlet Knights attacking. Brown off to Troy. Out on top to Griffin, on the left to Brown. He gets it low for Anderson. Anderson in the left corner now against Herb Williams. Driving, shooting from 12 short. No good. Rebound, Tony Hall. Offense pass to Ransey. Ransey driving to Carter Scott on the left. The jump from 12 is up and good. Carter Scott got 6 in the game. The Buckeyes are within 1. 35-34, 4:48 remaining. Rutgers attacking. On the left, this is McDaniel. Left on the right now to Griffin. Anderson on the wing. Back out to Brown, who fakes the jump and then takes it from 14. No good. By McDaniel. McDaniel's got 7 points in a sub roll. 4:25 remaining. 37-34, Rutgers by 3. There's Scott outside, on the right to Tony Hall, back to Scott, the jump from 18, no. Rebound in the lane, picked up by McDaniel. Take it to 5. Brown outside on the right. Looking now and being hugged by Carter Scott. Off to Anderson and then back out to Griffin. Griffin on top to Brown, and he'll dribble against Kelvin Ransey. Now to Griffin on the right. driving to the corner, bringing it back out to Brown. On the left to Anderson. He tries to get it low and does to Troy, but we got a whistle and a foul. Going to be called against Jim Smith. That'll be his second of the game, and Ellinghausen is in for Smith. Here's Kelvin Troy with a 1-and-1. He hits the first. Ellinghausen is in for Smith. Troy again, he missed it. Rebound, Herb Williams, shot it away. Rutgers gets it back, leading by 4, 38-34. This is Brown on the left to Anderson. He'll take it low, driving against Herb. Anderson now has 12 in the game. 40-34, Rutgers leads by 6. 3:21 remaining, first half of play. Scott on the left to Kelvin Ransey. Ransey brings it up to Ellinghausen in the left corner. Back to Ransey to Scott out on top. Low for Herb to turn around. Jump the temperature. Herb's got 12 in the game. The Buckeyes trail by 4. 40-36. This is Brown attacking now for Rutgers. Anderson driving on the right. His shot is up. By 6 again, 42-36. Here's Tony Hall on the left to Ransey. Buckeyes attacking to Hall on the left corner. Out to Ransey, the jump from 18. Short, no good. Half Ellinghausen, he missed it. Rebound, Brown, Rutgers. Rutgers down on the left sideline on the front court with a Brown dribble. Holding and bringing it back outside. Rutgers now with 2:20 remaining, leading by 6. And going for an 8-point lead. Griffin on the right. Looking low for Anderson. Out to Brown. The jump from 20. Rutgers by 8. 2 minutes to go. And 44-36. Ransey outside on the left to Hall. Looking low for Herb. Here's the drive by Hall. Can't get it underneath. Gets it to Carter Scott. To Herb. He dribbles it off his toe. But to the hands of Tony Hall. Hall back to Scott. Scott from 14 off the board. No good. Rebound Ellinghausen. He puts it off. And it's blocked and up to the hands of Ransey. Buckeyes still have it. Tony Hall from 20. Up and no good. 50 by Williams. 44-38. Buckeyes trail by 6. 1:25 remaining. Rutgers may go for a final shot here. This is Anderson outside. The Scarlet Knights lead by 6. Brown outside. Looking now as he controls the dribble. Minute 6 to go. Out to Anderson. Ellinghausen on him. Now off on the right to Troy. A drive for Troy. A shot from 5 and it's blocked by Ellinghausen. Into the hands of Carter Scott. Scott across Ellinghausen on the left. Ransey outside to Carter. Scott brings it low for Herb. Drives and he shuts it off. Williams was 6 deep in the game. The Buckeyes are down by 4 at 44-40. 37 seconds remain in the half. This is Brown outside for Rutgers. Off on the right to Anderson. Now to Troy. Back to Brown again. He's on the wing and brings it back outside to Anderson. 21 seconds remain. Off on the right side, Brown against Carter Scott. Now to Anderson. He holds and brings it back outside. This is Brown with 10 seconds to go. The drive by Brown. A shot from 15 to 7. And here's Ransey. Last step. Shot no good. A half in. And Rutgers has the lead. Well, here's the intermission at the Madison Square Garden in New York. The score at halftime. Rutgers 46, Ohio State 40. Here we go. Second half of action. And the Buckeyes trailing by 6, 46-40. Bailey against Herb Williams on the jump. Klein starting the second half for Todd Penn. Ellinghausen starting for Big Jim Smith. So the Buckeyes lose the tip, and Rutgers has it. This is Strickland outside to Brown. He'll get it on the right to Anderson for a drive and a baseline jump up and no good. Rebound Bailey in the lane. On the left, his shot is off and off the mark. Rebound Anderson. He's fouled underneath by Klein. And the free throw up and off the left mark on the right side by Anderson. And it's up, and this one is again off, but Bailey rebounds and then loses the ball to Carter Scott. Aim off to Carter Scott against the 3-2 zone to Klein on the left. Driving to the free throw line on the right to Scott, into the right corner Ransey. Back out to Scott, back to Ransey. Ransey looking low for Ellinghausen, brings it back out to Scott, underneath the Harm. The shot, turnaround, no good, and the rebound off to Strickland. He gets it to Brown at the free throw line. He fakes the jump and gives it back to Strickland. Looking low for Anderson, has to bring it back out to Brown. Now to Bailey, here's the whistle, and a foul against Jim Ellinghausen.
Down to Ozark last night.
Inbounding on the play at the common foul. Rutgers has it. Here's a drive by Strickland. His shot blocked, but he gets the rebound. Off to Bailey for a jump that's missed and rebounded by Herb Williams. Buckeyes bring it back the other way. Ransey, 15-footer. Yes, it's good. Ransey with 10 in the game. 41st straight game. He's had double figures for Ohio State. And the Buckeyes have within 2 at 46-42. This is Brown for Rutgers. Off on the right to Anderson, and then back outside to Brown. 18-footer Brown, up and good. Now 48-42, first second half basket for Rutgers. And the Knights lead it by 6 again. And here's Klein. Off to Carter Scott, stolen away, knocked out of bounds. And last touch by Rutgers, it'll be Ohio State ball.
Shot 32.5% in the first half.
Klein to Ransey on the left. Stops at the wing, brings it out to Klein against the zone, right back to Ransey again. Kelvin looking underneath, nobody free. Out on top to Carter Scott, back to Ransey. Now to Scott again, on the right wing to Klein, looking low for Ellinghausen. And brings it back out to Carter Scott for a drive. Dishing off to Williams. Banged away by Bailey to the hands of Brown. 14-foot on the right. Brown up and in. Rutgers by 8. They went earlier by 9. And it's 50-42. Buckeyes back the other way, having trouble adjusting to the zone. Here's Klein on the left. Looking outside for Carter Scott. Brings the dribble to the right, gives to Ellinghausen, right corner, Ransey for a jump from 20, no good. Rebound, Herb Williams, turn around, up and in. Williams now has 18 in the game in his first second half basket. He had 22 last night, 23. 17-13 remaining in the game. 6-8, 6-point lead Rutgers at 50-44. This is Strickland off to Brown. Holding outside on the right to Bailey for a drive. Stolen away by Carter. Got the foul on Carter. For Scott, his third foul of the game. Number 2 against Ohio State in the second half. Change the foul to Ellinghausen, his third. Still the club's third team. And Rutgers has it out of bounds on the common foul. On the right, Brown, low for Bailey. Turnaround jump. No. Rebound, Herb Williams. Oh, he went high to get it. Outlet pass to Ransey, front courting on the left sideline. To the middle, and then Ransey backing away with a deliberate dribble. And Ohio State trailing by 6 in a game, 50-44. Here's Klein on the left from Carter Scott. Into the corner to Ransey for the drive, and he loses the ball. Picked away by Strickland of Rutgers. Kelvin thought he had a foul, but nothing was called. Now Strickland off on the right to Anderson. Here's a drive by Troy. His fake is a pass to Bailey. Turnaround up the board. It's up and good. Bailey now has 9 points in the game. Rutgers leads by 8 again at 52-44. This is Klein and Ransey outside playing catch in the right. Klein fakes the jump and brings it back to Ransey. Ransey gives it to Klein in the right corner. He fakes again and brings it out to Ransey to Carter Scott in the corner on the left side. Ellinghausen, his jumper no good, and the rebound off to Troy. Rutgers for a 10-point lead. Brown from 18. No. And the rebound. Herb Williams. Outlet to Carter Scott. Buckeyes running back the other way. Scott slows it down, looks to the right corner, nobody free, and brings it off on the wing to Klein. Back out to Scott on the left to Ransey. Ohio State trailing by 8, 52-44. 15:30 to go in the game. Here's Klein outside. Off to Ransey. He's in the middle of the floor. Ransey now driving on the right, back to Klein in the right corner. Low for Ellinghausen for a sky hook. He missed it, but it's rebounded by Ransey. He jumps from 18, no good. Whistle and a foul on Herb Williams. Herb third, team 4. Timeout. 11:38 remaining. Rutgers 59, Ohio State 54.
And lots of surprises.
Rutgers leading by 5. The front court with a Strickland dribble on the right sideline. Spins away from Ransey and gives it to Anderson in a high post. At the top, he brings it on the left to Strickland. Now off to Troy. Right back to Strickland again. To Brown. Now to Anderson. He'll hold and give to Troy in the right corner to Brown. Holding now with his hands free and brings it back outside to Strickland. We got 11:14 remaining. And Rutgers now away from the basket. Perimeter passing. This is Brown. He gets it to Bailey against Jim Smith. The shot on the left. Up and no good. Rebound Anderson. He missed it. Rebound. Top to away. Who's got it? Still in the air. And Ransey comes up with it. Ransey driving. Stopping from 10. Putting it up. It is. Buckeyes trail by 3. Ransey's got 18 in the game. Rutgers now back the other way. 10:40 remaining. Here's Bailey on the left. His shot is up, but he's fouled in a play by Jim Smith. 59-56. Buckeyes trailing by 3. Jim Smith's third foul of the game. Bailey, 1 and 2 shots. Free throw good. And up and in. And Rutgers leads by 5. Takes the jump outside. We got Clark back in the game now for Rutgers. Here's Ransey on the left to Penn. Looking into the left corner, Carter Scott, the jump from 18, no good. And the rebound, Anderson for Rutgers. Medlinger also in the game for Rutgers. He's got it down the right wing. Back outside to Clark. He dribbles to the right hand to the right sideline. Stops in the wing, brings it back outside to Anderson. Now Anderson off to Medlinger. To Clark. He'll hold, looking for Troy, brings it back again to Madlinger. Now Madlinger gets it low for Troy, turnaround jump on the left, no good. Rebound, Bailey in the lane. Taken away by Ransey, loose on the tip. Bailey's got it, lays it up and in. What a play by James Bailey. And Jim Smith draws the foul, his fourth of the game. And Bailey is at the line for a three-point play. And Rutgers now leads by 8, 7, 63-56.
Over Atlanta 27-20.
Missed free throw, rebound, missed by Anderson. Jim Smith got it. He's fouled by Madlinger. So Bailey missed the free throw. Anderson rebounded. He missed. And then Madlinger fouled Jim Smith. That's only the third team foul against Rutgers in the second half.
LA, and then all winners play next weekend to find out who goes to the Super Bowl.
Ransey now to Penn. The Buckeyes get it out of bounds with a common foul. Trailing by 7 in the game. Here's Penn at the free throw line to Ransey. Back to Penn. Fakes the 15-footer. Gets it low for Herb. Turnaround blocked by Anderson. To the hands of Ransey. The Buckeyes still have it. Now Ransey looking and getting into the left corner to Carter Scott. Kicked out to Herb. Banged away and a foul in the play by McDaniel. His second, team 4 against Rutgers. And the Buckeyes will get it out of bounds with a common foul. Rutgers has only 14 fouls, 9 minutes, 10 seconds remain in the game. It was in the act of shooting, and he hit the first of 2 free throws. Up and in. Herb now got 22 in the game. He leads the Buckeyes in scoring. 9:09 to go. Ohio State trails by 5, 63-58. Behind the dribble, he gives off down to Anderson for a drive on the right. Shot is up and no good. Rebound, McDaniel to Clark. He puts the shot up to Smith, and the rebound comes off to Carter Scott. Out of heavy traffic, Scott leads a fast break to Herb Williams. Jump on the right, no good, and a traveling violation against Herb Williams. the backcourt on Billy Clark. Here's Clark at a 1-and-1. The free throw up and good. He'll shoot another. Shooting on the second of 2 free throws. He got it. And Rutgers leads by 7. Back to Carter Scott to Ransey in the left corner. The jump from 20 is good. Ransey now with 20 in the game. And the Buckeyes cut it back to 5 at 65-60. Clark front courting with heavy pressure from Pat Penn. Left side to Strickland. Against Carter Scott on the right to Clark. Low for Bailey. Kicked out of bounds. Last touch by Ohio State. Clark will inbounds to Bailey. Out to Madlinger. Off on the right now to Strickland. He brings it to Madlinger again. Now to Clark. In the right corner, Strickland, the drive on the right. Shot off the board. No good. Rebound. Strickland is got blocked by Williams into the hands of Pat Penn. Trying to get it ahead to Ransey and knocked out of bounds by Rutgers. The Buckeyes have it, trying to cut the lead to 3. 7:55 remaining. Inbounding Carter Scott to Herb Williams. Fakes the jump, but is fouled on the play by Madlinger, I believe. Inbound to Ransey, right corner. Hawked by Madlinger. Ransey brings it out along the sideline with a dribble and it off to Penn in the middle of the floor. Penn to the right. Now up on the left to Carter Scott. He holds, gets it low for Jim Smith. Banged out of bounds. Last touch by Rutgers. McDaniel, still Buckeyes ball. Substitution for Rutgers. Anderson back in the game, replacing McDaniel. He played awfully well as a sub tonight. McDaniel leaves with 9 points. Inbounding, Carter Scott to Ransey, left corner out to Penn. Todd with a deliberate dribble now to the middle and the top of the key. Off on the right to Carter Scott, back to Penn. Holding and looking for Ransey in the corner to Carter Scott. Scott driving on the right, jumping from 12, and it slams it home. Scott's third basket. 8 points in the game for Scott. And the Buckeyes trail by 3, 65-62. Madlinger, front court on the left side. Off to Clark on the right wing now to Strickland. He holds and drives against Carter Scott. Stops and pops from 12. Off it goes. And a possible 3-point play for Strickland. He'll go to the line of the Carter Scott foul. Here's the Strickland free throw for the 3-point play, and he got it. Rutgers leads by 6, 68-62. By Troy, here's Ransey off to Carter Scott. Scott with a drive, gets it low for Herb. Turnaround jump, no good. Rebound in the lane, 8-footer, yes. Ransey gets the rebound. Kelvin now is 22 in the game. The Buckeyes trail by 4, 68-64, 6:41 remaining. On the right, this is Strickland. Low for Bailey. Sky high. Bailey's got 20 in the game. And Rutgers up by 6:70-64 with 6:22 remaining. Here's Penn in the right corner. Out to Carter Scott on top. He holds, drives to the free throw line, fakes the jump, and then gets the ball back. To Penn in the right, 20-footer, in and out, no good. Rebound Anderson, he threw it away. But the last touch by Penn, and it's going to be Rutgers ball.
The Associated Press and UPI top 10 nationally will certainly change somewhat after the developments here. And of course, we'll have to wait to see what happens at the Notre Dame-Kentucky game later tonight. We have a timeout on the floor. We have 6 minutes, 8 seconds left in the ball game. With the score, Rutgers 70, Ohio State 64. Ohio State trailing by 6.
Rutgers has the ball out of bounds, and here's Strickland driving against Ransey to the right corner. Brings it back outside to Anderson, now to Brown. He'll hold out on top, trying to get it low for Bailey, intercepted by Carter Scott. Ahead to Ransey, driving on the right, he lays it up and in. Ransey now has 22 in the game. Give him 24 with 12 baskets. Here's a steal by Pat Penn. Knocked out of bounds with Steelers ball. I think it's going to be a foul called against Strickland. It'll be Ohio State ball. Brown draws the foul. 5:41 remaining, and the Buckeyes trying to cut it down to 2. Penn outside, directing traffic, sending Carter Scott from the left side to the right.
to Scott, then back to Penn, now to Scott. Ransey in the right corner, back out to Carter Scott in the wing. Back to Ransey, the jump from 20, yes! Ransey, oh, is he hot? 26 in the game for Ransey. 2 more points and he's got his 1,000th of his career. And the Buckeyes are now into it, 70-68. Brown to Bailey, driving. Ball still away by Carter Scott. He saved it from going out of bounds. Buckeyes get it back and a chance to tie. 5:05 to go. Hang on now as Pat Penn brings it to the front court to the left sideline. Stops in the wing with a dribble. Looks low for Herb. He's got it. Sky hit. Blocked away into the hands of Penn. Now Penn brings it back out. The Buckeyes still have it. Ohio State wanted a goaltending call, but they didn't get it. Here's Penn on the left wing. In trouble, brings it out to Carter Scott. Here's Scott now as he moves off to the right. Gets it to Jim Smith. Back out to Ransey on the right wing. Buckeyes with a hope to tie it up. Ransey at the free throw line at the center of the floor. Off to the left of the dribble, back to the basket. Now to Carter Scott. He looks slow, nobody free. Starts his drive, back to the basket, spins and brings it off to Ransey. On the left, Ransey trying to get it to Herb. Now his back is to the basket and he brings it off to Penn. 4:12 remaining. Buckeyes trailing by 2. Ransey on the left wing, looking for Williams low. Ransey with a drive, fade away, tip, no good. And the rebound to Bailey on the left side. Rutgers gets it back, holding the 2-point lead. 70-68. Here's Strickland with the ball on the right sideline. Holding, he brings it out to Brown. He looks left and then goes to the middle of Bailey. Turnaround jump, no good. Rebound, Carter Scott and Kelvin Ransey, and the Buckeyes have it back. 3:30 remaining. Ohio State trailing by 2. Here's Penn with a deliberate dribble. Looking for Carter Scott on the right. Can't find him free. Now in trouble with a drop stop dribble. He gives it off to Kelvin Ransey. Ransey outside driving against Strickland. Ransey swings away. Leaves it off for Jim Smith. Right back to Ransey. Low for Herb. Turnaround baseline. Jump shot. Tie game. Herb's got 24 and it's tied at 77. Okay, we have a tie ball game at Madison Square Garden. Ladies and gentlemen, the Buckeyes return. 3:08 left to go in the game. It's all tied up. Ohio State 70, Rutgers 70. Inbounds to Brown for Rutgers. They'll try to break the tie, attacking to the front court. Penn on Brown, and he gets to the front court with a spinning dribble. On the left now, he stops to the sideline. In trouble, being hawked by Penn. Gets it underneath to Anderson. Shot up, no good, but a foul on the play. And it's going to be against, I believe, Carter Scott. That's the case. It'll be his 4th of the game. So Scott now has 4. Carter has 8 points in the game. The Buckeyes are led at the moment by Ransey, who has 26, and Williams, who has 24. They supplied 50 of the Buckeyes' 70 points. 2 for F.L. Anderson, who is 0 for 2 at the free throw line. And he has 14 points in the game. Anderson's free throw good. So Rutgers breaks the tie. First point and a half for Anderson. He had 14 at the break and was the leading scorer for Rutgers. Anderson again. He spins it away. No good. And the rebound to Herb Williams. So the Buckeyes can get the lead for the first time here in the second half. 71-70. They're down by a point. Got 10 outside with less than 2:40 to go in the game. Into the left corner, this is Ransey. Back out to Carter Scott. Now to Ransey. He was free for a moment. Back to Carter Scott. Back to Ransey. Takes the jump and brings it back out to Scott on the right side to Penn. They'll hold down, bring it off on the left to Carter Scott to Ransey in the left corner. Looking for Herb low to Carter Scott for the drive and a shot from 12. No good. Tap by Jim Smith. No good. Tap again. No good. The rebound off to Anderson. Carter Scott goes down. Here's a pass ahead to Brown. On the right to Strickland for a 15-footer. In and out. No good. Rebound in the lane. And a traveling violation is going to be called here against Roy of Rutgers. He lost his balance and traveled with a basketball. Of the top 10, I'm sure everyone is aware, 3 of the top 10 teams are Big Ten teams. Michigan State number 4, Illinois number 6, and Michigan is number 8. We were saying a while ago that the polls will certainly change when they come out next Tuesday, as Duke is the number 1 rated team this week. They lost to Ohio State here last night, losing again tonight in the consolation game to St. John's. Notre Dame playing later tonight against Kentucky. UCLA is the number 3 rated team, followed by the Spartans of Michigan State. North Carolina presently number 5, Illinois 6, LSU 7, Michigan 8, North Carolina State 9, and Louisville staying in there in the top 10 as they are the number 10 rated team. Bottom 10 find Indiana State, Texas A&M, Kentucky, and then Georgetown, Marquette, Long Beach State, Kansas, Syracuse, and Arkansas. So, 3 Big Ten teams in the top 8 and 3 ACC teams in the top 10. And it's certainly been a weekend of Big Ten against ACC, as we've had the action here as well as last night in Jacksonville, Florida. Another note on the bowl games coming up on Monday. Remember, the Sports Ohio Network, along with WBNS Radio, will have the mutual broadcasting feed for the Sugar Bowl, which has Penn State number 1 against Alabama number 2, and then Monday night from Miami, Florida, the rematch of Oklahoma and Nebraska. And that'll be an 8 o'clock ball game on Monday night. Plenty of sports action your way this holiday weekend. 2 minutes exactly left on the clock. Kind of reminds you of the 2-minute warning. As Rutgers has a 71-70 lead, Ohio State with the ball. Once again, John Gordon. Penn to Scott, back to Penn on the left side. Scott on the right, into the corner on the right side to Ransey against the zone. Carter Scott back to Ransey. Doesn't take a jump and then holds the ball. Now puts it on the floor along the right sideline and brings it back out to Carter Scott. To Penn on the left. Rutgers in a 3-2 zone. Jim Smith outside for Ohio State. Ransey from long range. No good. Rebound on the left to Bailey. And Rutgers wants the timeout. 2 minutes to go, and they call the last timeout. The Buckeyes take it down, and Ransey's jump was way off the mark. 1:29 to go, and a timeout with a 71-70 score. We are going to stay here at Madison Square Garden during the timeout and remind everyone that Big Ten action will begin at St. John Arena this coming Thursday night as the Ohio State Buckeyes open up with the Purdue Boilermakers. And we might also remind you that those of you that perhaps are going to be in the Columbus area, and of course all of our listeners in Columbus, that we have 1,000 tickets that will go on sale for the Ohio State-Purdue game Tuesday morning. And the ticket office will open at 9 o'clock. We'll be open all day until 5 on Tuesday. So if you can, by chance, get in to see the Ohio State Buckeyes Thursday when we return home from this ECAC Holiday Classic. We want to see each and every one of you there and welcome the Buckeyes out onto the floor in a big, big manner when we do get home. Saturday we'll face the Badgers of Wisconsin, and that'll be a Saturday night game. Both games are scheduled at tip-off at 8:10, and we'll be broadcasting both starting at 7:50 with the Eldon Miller Show on Thursday and Saturday night of next week. Rutgers inbounding in the backcourt, and the inbound pass will come to Madlinger, who's back in the game, to Anderson, now to Brown. And everybody backing away, and now top 10 taking up Brown. Less than a minute, 20 to go in the game. Here's Brown to the front court, leaving it off for Madlinger now with Carter Scott on him. And Madlinger brings it back to Brown with 10 right on him. And left for Anderson outside with Jim Smith on it. Back to Brown, nearly stolen away, but Brown control. Now holding against top 10. He brings it on the left sideline to Bailey. Back out to Anderson. 57 seconds remaining, and Rutgers leading by 71-70, and they have the ball. Here's Brown outside against Penn to Madlinger. 46 seconds to go to Clark. Clark trying to get away from Ransey, driving on the right,
Rutgers by 3. 73-70. Still plenty of time left. 40 seconds to go.
A 3-point Rutgers lead at this time, and the Buckeyes will certainly have their work cut out for them as play will resume momentarily at Madison Square Garden. Understand that we have terrible fog back in Columbus, as Port Columbus, in fact, was closed earlier today because of the fog situation. As it stands right now, the Ohio State Buckeyes are due to arrive back in Columbus tomorrow morning at 11:05, and we hope that the fog situation clears up a little more, as although it's been just a tremendous holiday visit to New York City, I think we're all ready to go home. And we don't want any delays in Pittsburgh or any place else. So we're due back in Columbus tomorrow morning at 11:05 as the Ohio State Buckeyes will be wrapping up this ECAC Festival Tournament here with 40 seconds left on the clock. 73-70 is the score, and the Buckeyes will be putting the ball in play. You can bet Jim Young has instructed his ball club, do not foul whoever takes the shot. A three-point play would be ideal right here for Ohio State. Back to the action, and again, John Gordon.
Ohio State has one timeout left, and here we go. The ball into count 10, 38 seconds remaining to Ransey. Kelvin quickly to the free throw line. Driving foul on the play. Stops the clock, and Ransey goes for 2 at the line. He'll try for his 1,000th point right here. He's going to get 2 free throws in. He's got 26 in the game. If he gets both of them home, he'll have 1,000 points here in his scoring career for Ohio State. And it would bring the Buckeyes to within 1 of Rutgers with 32 seconds remaining. Remaining, and here's Ransey at the line. Kelvin free throw, good. So Ransey now has 1,000 points in his career. 999 now. He needs this one for his 1,000. Here comes Madlinger and Clark back in the game, replacing McDaniel. And Troy coming out. Substitutions by Tom Young. Colin Williams is fourth of the game, and at the line will be Bailey for 2. It's a 1-point Rutgers lead. Here's Bailey free throw. No good. No. 28 seconds remain. Bailey missed the first of a pair. Bailey again, he got it. The Buckeyes with 1 timeout remaining, and they're going to get it down in a hurry. Here's that time calling. 22 seconds left to go. 2-point Rutgers lead. TJ?
Well, John, you can't say it hasn't been an exciting tournament. With 22 seconds left in the game, the Ohio State Buckeyes purposely went to mid-floor before they called their timeout, so they'll be putting the ball in play on their own end of the basketball court. This is what it's all about, strategy and coaching. Eldon Miller with his Ohio State Buckeyes, Jim Young with his Rutgers basketball team, and you can imagine what the instructions are in each of the huddles. Once again, our attendance tonight, 16,369. The two-day attendance figures, 34,958. That means an average of 17,479 per night, and that establishes a new average record for this holiday classic. The old record was set 10 years ago in 1968 when 15,609 came in average attendance for this holiday classic. The Ohio State Buckeyes trail by 2. There are 22 seconds left on the clock, and we're looking for victory number 2 in New York City after last night's win over Duke, looking to get back into this one with 22 seconds left to go in the contest. Kelvin Ransey became the 13th Ohio State basketball player to score 1,000 points, as he has exactly that right now with his 28 points in this basketball game tonight.
Here we go, Penn on the left for Ransey. Back out to Penn, looking for Ransey, low for Holt, turn around, jump, no good. That's it! That's in by Jim Smith to the tie game. 10 seconds to go. Here comes Rutgers, back the other way, and they call timeout. Jim Smith pops it in, tied it up. Rutgers, with 7 seconds to go, has the ball.
Well, okay, folks, it will certainly be a fast and furious 7 seconds without question, as it's all tied up now at Madison Square Garden. Hey, once again, let's say about the football. In case you missed it earlier today, in the AFC playoff, Pittsburgh defeated Denver by a 33-10 count in Pittsburgh, and at Dallas coming from behind to defeat Atlanta, that final 27-20. Tomorrow, in the AFC, Houston with New England. In the NFC, Minnesota with Los Angeles. And remember, on Monday, we have the Sugar Bowl and Orange Bowl action for you across the WBNS Sports Ohio Network. The Sugar Bowl will come, of course, from New Orleans, where number 1 rated Penn State plays number 2 rated Alabama. The Orange Bowl from Miami, Florida. Nebraska and Oklahoma with their rematch football game. And it all adds up to an exciting weekend of sports activity for our radio audience. We've had a couple of good ones here in New York, and 7 seconds remaining in regulation time as the Ohio State Buckeyes must hold here. Rutgers will be coming out with their game plan. It's all tied up 74 apiece. Well, the Buckeyes have to go for overtime here, only for a steal and a last-second shot to win the game. Madlinger will bring it inbound. And it's full court pressure. It's ahead to Brown. Brown loses the ball. Whistle and a foul. Offense. Ohio State has the ball. 4 seconds to go, and Brown fouled in the first. And the Buckeyes get it back. Now the Buckeyes have the basketball. 4 seconds to go, and they're going to get it out of bounds. They have to take it length to the floor in 4 seconds. Brown was racing to the basket and ran into Kelvin Ransey and fouled him. Now Ohio State has to take it length to the floor. And here's a pass to Ransey. Ransey at the timeline. They have time. It's in the air. And we got overtime. Ransey had a legitimate 30-foot jump. Well, for the second night in a row, we go to overtime at Madison Square Garden. Let's break for 60 right here as the regulation ends in a tie. Ohio State 74, Rutgers 74.
S-P-E-N-C-E-R.
Spencer Tire is what we are.
Have you ever taken a good look at the performance tires that keep showing up in pictures in performance magazines? You know, the ones with raised white letters and a wide, aggressive tread. Chances are they're B.F. Goodrich Radial TA tires. Why? B.F. Goodrich sells as many raised white letter radial tires as anyone. Performance buffs know our radial TA tires are tough, with a strong, aggressive tread that can handle anything on or off the road. B.F. Goodrich tested them against race car tires at Le Mans, Watkins Glen, Sebring, and the racetracks of the world. TA radials proved they could take the punishment and win. That's why you see so many TA 50, 60, and 70s in magazines. Get them now at Spencer Tire and Oil Company at the junction of routes 162 and 301 in Spencer. Only at Spencer Tire and B.F. Goodrich.
Folks, we were tied at 76 with Duke. Tonight at 74 with Rutgers. 5 minutes going on the clock for the overtime period. Back to the action. Once again, John Gordon.
Williams against James Bailey on the jump. Williams has 4 fouls on him. Carter Scott's got 4. And the tap control. It's to Rutgers. Troy's got it. He'll give off to Moore in the overtime. Starts with Rutgers and a chance for the lead. Tied in regulation at 74. Bailey underneath missed the layup. And the rebound is picked up by Jim Smith. He gives off to Carter Scott, now to top 10. The Buckeyes, with 4:39 remaining in the overtime, will have a chance to the lead here. This is Herb Williams low. Herb with a turnaround, it's up and short. He rebounds it, puts it up again and missed it. Back in by Carter Scott. And the Buckeyes lead it here by 2. 76-74. Carter Scott was hurt in the play, and he's coming off to the bench. Scott, after Williams had missed 2, stuck it in, and the Buckeyes lead.
Trainer Mike Boydner is looking at Carter at this time. Carter went up and got the tip in, and apparently came down wrong on an ankle. Now, Mike Klein is ready to come in if he has to, but the situation is right here that we have an official timeout on the floor for Carter Scott. Mike Boydner, the trainer, is looking to him at this time, and we do have a pause in the action. 4 minutes and 23 seconds remaining. The Bucks are up by 2, and the alley-oop was simply missed by Rutgers when they came down the floor. Action back in.
All right, this is going to be Brown outside against Penn. He's to the left sideline in the front court. Looking low, he gets it to Bailey on the left corner. Bailey against Herb Williams, brings it out to Brown. Out on top, he goes on the left to Anderson for the drive. Anderson, heavy traffic, puts it up and in. Again. Anderson's first second half basket. And he now has 17 in the game. 76-76, 10 left sideline. Stopping in the wing. Out to Ransey. He holds now. Ransey driving at the 15-foot mark. It's up. It's in. Ransey now is 28 in the game. Here's a steal by Penn. He lays it up and in. Penn stole the ball and laid it in. And the Buckeyes now lead it 80-76, 3:29 to go. This is Brown outside. On the left to Bailey. The jump at the baseline. Good. Bailey. It's a big basket. And he's got 24 for Rutgers. But the Buckeyes have the lead in the ball. They're up by 2 with 3:13 to go. Penn on the right sideline. At the wing, brings it back out to Klein, who's into the game now for Carter Scott. Here's Klein off to Ransey, driving on the left. Brings it back out to Klein, off on the right to Penn. The drive underneath for Jim Smith, right back out to Penn again. Right corner, Todd Penn. Low for Williams, banged away and out of bounds. Give Ransey 30 in the game. Buckeyes ball, Klein will inbound to Ransey, the jump on the leg, yes! Ransey now with 32. 15 baskets in the game for Kelvin. Here's an air steal. Buckeyes by 4, 82-78. 2:38 remaining, a drive. Strickland jump up and good. No, Strickland gets the basket. And it's a 2-point Ohio State lead. 82-80. We've got 2:23 remaining in the overtime. The Buckeyes and the Rutgers Sherman Knights tied at 74. Here's Penn on the right for a drive, a layup, no good, and he's fouled in the play.
Kelvin Ransey with his 32 points. This is now his highest point productivity for any night as an Ohio State Buckeye. So it's really been a double production thing for Kelvin tonight, reaching the 1,000-point plateau and also surpassing his previous high of 31 points, and that came against Miami earlier this season on November 30.
Penn makes the free throw. Buckeyes by 3. Todd Penn hits for Ohio State. He's got 3 points in the game. Penn again. Good. So the Buckeyes lead by 4, 84-80. 2:12 remaining. Right down to the wire in overtime. Rutgers attacking, Strickland driving. Strickland 15-footer up and good. Boy, Rutgers won't quit. And now Strickland with 13 in the game. 2-point Ohio State lead. 1:58 to go. 84-82. Buckeyes with the lead in the ball. Here's Penn on the right side. He's got it heavily by Brown. Brings it out to Jim Smith. Right back to Penn. Holding now on the right side. He brings it out to Smith. Right back to Penn again. Penn looking for Ransey. Finds him out near the timeline. And then Todd dribbles past him. Controls the dribble and brings it back out to Ransey. Ohio State now may play it down with 1:33 remaining. Decline from Ransey, right back to Ransey. Here's a drive by Kelvin, out to Hurd. He drives and loses the ball. Stolen away by Rutgers. And they could tie here with 1:20 remaining. Brown, front center, and to the front court. Leaving it on the right. He gets it to Bailey. Turn around, jump, no good. Kept away. Ransey to the hands of Penn. Ohio State has it. Penn with a drive, and an offensive foul on Todd Penn. Todd Penn with an offensive foul, and Rutgers gets it back. There won't be shooting here, I don't believe. Should be ball control, and it is. 1:05 remaining. In the overtime, the Buckeyes leading 84-82. Trying to hang on for a win here to claim the title in the ECAC Holiday Festival. Penn on Brown. And Brown spinning away on the right. Leaves it for Strickland outside. He holds now and brings it on the left to Bailey. Against Herb Williams, Bailey brings it back out to Brown. Less than 45 seconds to go. Anderson underneath, loose on the deck, and a jump call between Herb Williams and Kelvin.
41 seconds left in the overtime. Ohio State with the height advantage on the jump and a 2-point lead.
Herb Williams, 6'11" against Kelvin Troy, 6'10". The tap control to Mike Klein. The Buckeyes have it with less than 40 seconds to go in the overtime, leading by 2. Here's Penn to the front court, right sideline. Penn going all the way at the wing, brings it back out for Mike Klein. Nearly stolen away. Klein holds and gets it to Ransey. Ransey outside with 23 seconds to go. Ransey through 3 men controlling the dribble. Ransey again.
That was the only thing that could happen as Coach Jim Young was up and instructing someone on his Rutgers team to foul Kelvin Ransey. Kelvin was going to keep the dribble, and now we're down to 18 seconds. Kelvin going to the free throw line and try to add to his 32-point night.
Now Ransey can make 1 or 2. The Buckeyes might be able to start up. 18 seconds remaining. 84-82. Here's Ransey. It's up. It's in. Ransey with a remarkable night, 33 points. Ransey again trying for his 34th, and Rutgers wants the timeout.
Well, John, it's a 3-point lead at this time, and when we get back into the action, the Ohio State Buckeyes will go to the free throw line once again. Kelvin Ransey will try for a 4-point lead with the 18 seconds left to go. Once again, we return home and open up the Big Ten season for 1979 as we will have the Ohio State-Purdue game on the air this Thursday night. We'll be looking forward to seeing many of you at St. John Arena. Those of you that will not be able to get there, be sure to be listening as we'll take the air at 7:50 with the Eldon Miller Show. And then we turn around on Saturday night and host Wisconsin. The Badgers will be in. And once again, 8:10 tip-off time, 7:50 airtime on the WBNS Sports Ohio State Basketball Network. I'll be curious to find out the condition of Carter Scott. As Carter went out of the ball game very early in the overtime. He came down on an ankle that appeared to be from here. Mike Boydner, the trainer, was tending to him, and Carter Scott has not returned to the lineup to this point. 85-82. Last night we went to overtime with the Duke Blue Devils. Tied it at 76-76. Never did we lead in the ball game in regulation time. winning it by a score of 90-84. Those of you that were with us and thought we finished it out with 90-82, there was a goaltending call on a last effort shot at the end of the ball game. The bucket was counted. That's why the 90-84. Kelvin Ransey back to the line and will try for the extra point. Here it is, up and in. Ransey now is 34 points in the game. What a game by the sophomore, the junior from Toledo. Here's the play, and there's a foul call, and it's going to be on Cliff Kirchner, who's into the game for Mike Klein. Offensive foul on, or a foul called on Klein with a block. He was trying to draw the offensive foul. Boy, that hurt 16 seconds to go, and the foul called. Ohio State certainly didn't want that. Not at all. Just 2 seconds elapsing on the clock. Ohio State by 4. 86-82, but Rutgers can cut it down to 2 here with Strickland at the free throw line. The foul on Klein is third. Strickland a 1-and-1. If he makes the first, he'll get the second. And here's the toss by Strickland. It's up and no good. Rebound, out of bounds, jump ball. Strickland missed. And a jump ball is going to be called at the Rutgers end. So the Buckeyes get a break on the missed free throw. It'll be Bailey 6-9 against Herb Williams 6-11. 15 seconds remain. Top control, out of bounds. Who's ball? It's going to be Rutgers ball. 13 seconds remain. Rutgers gets it out of bounds. They trail by 4. Strickland outside against Ransey. The draw and the shot. Oh, Ransey. See if the basket counts. I don't believe it will. No basket. Ransey fouled. Strickland to the free throw line. BJ? Well, all of the coaches are off the bench. Coach Jerry Sears, who, by the way, will be with us after the ball game tonight, along with Chuck Mayshot up off the bench, Eldon Miller up off the bench once again, and Coach Mayshot heading now for the scorer's table. The basket does not count. We will go to the 1-and-1. Our Buckeye wrap-up show will be heard tonight. Coach Jerry Sears will be our guest as we discuss this championship game of the ECAC basketball tournament from Madison Square Garden. 8 seconds left to go in the game. A 4-point Ohio State lead. Right is Strickland, 1-and-1. Free throw up and good. Cuts it down to 3. Rutgers does not have any timeouts left, so Strickland will shoot this one, and then they'll have to try to keep Ohio State from getting the ball in play. If Strickland hits, he'll cut it down to 2. 8 seconds left. Here's Strickland now at the line. Free throw. Good. He hit them both. Strickland's got 2, and now the substitution in. Buckeyes against full court pressure. They lead by 2. 8 seconds remain. Inbounds to Ransey. Double team. Ransey in trouble. Stolen by Anderson.
Shortage, rationing, gas for $1 or more a gallon, then think about new car prices. Those are just a few of the reasons why, if you're thinking about a new car, you should be thinking Honda cars. Honda, famous for good mileage, quality, and low cost. The best place to buy a Honda car is Prout on East Broad Street at the Route 57 bypass in Elyria. Prout with great selection and excellent service. If you think the Honda cars are too small, you probably haven't seen the latest Honda has to offer. New for 1979 is the Honda Accord 4-door. The Accord 4-door now offers family car roominess without the sacrifice of Honda economy, and an array of standard features that include steel-belted radial tires.
Takes the shot and gives the corner in the right corner back to Ransey against the zone. Off on the left to Penn. Holding now, the Buckeyes may drop away with 2:30 remaining and use the clock in their favor. Rutgers in the zone will be forced out of it now after the referee draws the warning. Here's Klein, double team, shovel passing to Penn, left sideline, right back to Klein, off to Hurd, to Jim Smith, back to Penn. Penn at the free throw line, dribbles to the right side, and then comes outside. Now Penn driving to the lane, 10-footer, yes! Penn hits and the Buckeyes lead. A 90-88 score. Clark in the backcourt, to the front court on the right sideline. He'll hold the dribble, then bring it to the middle. Now he gets it to Bailey, turn around, off the board, nothing good. Bailey now with 26 in the game. Tied at 90 and 144 remaining. What a game here in the finals of the ECAC Holiday Classic. The Buckeyes trying to wrap it up. As at the moment they lead or tied with Rutgers at 90-90. Here's Penn outside. 127 remaining. Now to Ransey. He holds as he's guarded by Troy. Ransey off to Klein. Klein in the middle on the dribble. Spinning away, looking for Ransey, finds him free. 1:15 remaining. Second overtime, Ransey to Penn. Penn driving. Stopping, driving again in the corner to Jim Smith. Back outside to Ransey. 15 going into the ball game. Notre Dame rated number 2. Here we go. Penn has the ball and a 90-90 tie with a minute to go. Now 56 seconds remain. Here's Penn outside. We got a whistle and someone has thrown somebody on the floor and to play. 51 seconds remain. 90-90 tie. 47 seconds remain. Penn to Ransey outside. 40 seconds to go. Buckeyes will try to play it down, I'm sure. To Klein. Klein now double team. Driving, slipping, and falling. But it is saved and then a traveling violation called on Mike Klein. What a tough break. What a tough break. Mike Klein slipped and fell, and they called traveling. It was anything but just a slip by Mike Klein as he was driving at the free throw line. He wasn't going in for a shot. He just slipped and fell down, and traveling was called. Sideline in the backcourt on the far side, and he gets it into Brown. 31 seconds left to go. Now Brown trying to get to the front court against Penn, brings it off to Madlinger on the left sideline. Madlinger gives it to Strickland. He'll bring it to Brown on the right. Brown to Anderson, way outside against Jim Smith, now to Madlinger. 16 seconds to go. This is the second overtime. Rutgers playing for a final shot to try to win it. Here's Brown. He gets it to Bailey. Bailey tries, shoots. No good. Shot, no good. Rebound, Ohio State. 2 seconds left. Timeout, Ohio State. 1 second to go. Well, the Buckeyes were able to get control of the basketball. 1 must feel that a triple overtime will be in order here at Madison Square Garden. 1 second to go. Ohio State will have to put the ball in play on the Rutgers end of the floor. Klein driving in double team back to Penn on the right. Now Penn to the free throw line. Penn all the way. Trying to ditch off and there's to Williams. Now Williams brings it back out to Penn. Oh, Rutgers went on offensive charge on Penn, but they didn't get it. Now Penn with a drive again. Backing away gives Darlinghausen right back to Penn. A minute to go in the third overtime. Ohio State by one. Klein outside. Now Klein double team. Moves away. He's triple team. In trouble. He's fouled by Bill Clark. 51 seconds remaining on the clock, and Mike Klein will be going to the free throw line with a 1-and-1 for Ohio State. One free throw. In and out. No good. Rebound Rutgers foul. The Buckeyes go 2-1-1. Rutgers with a chance to win. And 45 seconds to go. They travel one. Here's Anderson. Back to Brown. On the left. He fakes the open jump. In trouble now. He gets it low. But they're in. Oh. 30 seconds remain. Ohio State will call timeout. 97-96. Bailey's drive and step from the left gives Rutgers the lead. And of course, Bailey going right through the hoop. Herb Williams is in the left corner to Klein, back out to Ransey. The Buckeyes now to Penn. With the 11 seconds to go to Ransey. Ransey with his move to the basket to Klein. Klein back to Ransey. Ransey jumps from 20, up and